Assalamu alaikum students. Hope all of you are fine. Our today's topic of wildlife is the wildlife conservation of fishes in Pakistan. In this lesson, we will study about the wildlife present in Pakistan and especially what is wildlife and which are the native species of fishes present in Pakistan. Okay, let's start with the introduction of wildlife in Pakistan. Pakistan is a country of diverse landscapes, wildlife, and ecosystems. This variety of landscapes and habitats are especially prominent in its north-west frontier province. The rivers and lakes in Pakistan provide habitat for fish, amphibians, and reptiles. Pakistan is home to both indigenous and exotic fish species. There are over 25 native cold water fish species and their exotic fish species restricted to the northern area of the country. The native fish species have been threatened by changing environmental conditions and overfishing in most of the rivers and lakes. Some of the native fishes species in Pakistan are looked in next slides. Before studying about the native fishes, let me define the wildlife. Wildlife traditionally refers to undomesticated animal species, but has come to include all plants, fungi, and other organisms that grow or live wild in an area without being introduced by humans. Wildlife can be found in all ecosystems. All the previously described habitats support a variety of wild animals. The areas are difficult for human beings to access, hence, most wildlife is present in reasonable numbers, though some are endangered for other reasons. Let me discuss about some of the native fish species in Pakistan. We will discuss some species in detail and the other with some information. The first in number is Indian glassy fish. The Indian glassy fish, also referred to as the Indian X-ray fish. It is a species of freshwater fish in the order Perciformes. The fish has a transparent body which reveals its internal organs, hence the name Indian X-ray. An adult Indian glassy fish measures 85 millimeters in length. The dorsal fin of the male develops a dark edge. Indian glassy fish inhabit still water and breeds mainly during the rainy season. It feeds on worms, crustaceans, and other small invertebrates. However, this species is also prey for larger fish and other river animals. Indian glassy fish are kept as pets in the aquarium despite their delicate nature. In some instances, the species have been dyed to make them more attractive and sometimes sold to unsuspecting fish keepers. This is an Indian glassy fish, and you can see that their body is transparent and it is very delicate. The second is the dwarf snakehead. The dwarf means short. Dwarf snakehead belongs to the group of snakehead fish species. The name dwarf was given to the fish to denote the smaller Channa species. The species has a pretty coloration and is small in size, usually kept in an aquarium. The adult dwarf snakehead grows up to a length of 20 centimeters. It is a mouse brooder and feeds on insects and other small fish. Dwarf snakehead is a hardy fish which can survive in varying water temperatures and acidity. This is a picture of dwarf snakehead fish. So you can see that how beautiful these fishes are. These all are created by Allah, not other than Allah. The next is the Indian carp. Indian carp is also known as the Catla catla. It is also called the major carp. Belongs to the carp family Cyprinidae. This species is found mainly in rivers and lakes in the South Asian countries. The countries including Nepal, Myanmar, and Pakistan. Indian carp has a large, broad head, an upturned mouth, and a large lower jaw. Its scales on the dorsal sides are large and grayish in color, while the belly is whitish. Indian carp feeds mainly on the water surface or subsurface. An adult species feeds on zooplankton, while the young Indian carp feeds on the phytoplankton in addition to the zooplankton. The Indian carp is an important aquaculture fish raised in freshwater ponds by many fish farmers in Pakistan. And this is the picture of Indian carp. You can see their mouth is turned upward and they have a broad head. And their scale side is grayish in color. Now the next is the Rohu. The Rohu Labirohita belongs to the carp family and it is found in freshwater rivers across much of South Asia. This fish is very delicious in the taste and the species is omnivorous with different feeding styles for different ages. It feeds mainly on zooplankton and phytoplankton. The Rohu is a large fish with a cyprinid shape. The fish is silver colored and has an arched head. The adult species can grow up to a length of 2 meters and a weight of 50 kilograms. The fish reaches sexual maturity between the age of 2 and 5 and spawn during the monsoon season. Fish keepers in Pakistan collect spawns and rear them in ponds and tanks. Rohu is a delicacy in South Asia and thus it is overfished in most rivers and lakes, and this affecting the local Rohu population significantly. So this is the picture of Rohu. If you ever visit the fish market, you will absolutely find the high demand of this fish. Let's discuss about the native fish of Pakistan and their names. I have told you about some native fishes of Pakistan, and the other are including Indian glassy fish, dwarf snakehead, Indian carp, Rohu, mahashir, snakehead mural, dwarf gourami, gangetic leaf fish, banded gourami, and blue perch. Let me have a brief introduction about the native fishes of Pakistan. Start with the dwarf gourami. The dwarf gourami is a peaceful and shy fish. If you have a pair of them, the two fish will swim together. Dwarf gouramis are considered labyrinth fish, which means they breathe straight from the air with a lung-like labyrinth organ and need to have access to the water's surface. And the second is banded gourami. Banded gourami has a wide variety of colors. Usually it is a golden yellow with turquoise stripes, but it can also be red, blue, orange, and many other sparkling colors. It is mostly found in Asia, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Upper Myanmar. The general body form of banded gourami has two classic gourami or whiskers hanging from its face. Long and not tall, has a very long dorsal and pelvic fin. Head has most shape inclined above the eyes. Shape is very similar to that of the pearl gourami, if not identical. And the last is the blue perch. Blue perch is compressed and oval body with a blunt head and small mouth. The top of the body is dark, mostly blue in color, with shades to a blue-gray color to the sides, and it has a white underbelly. The next is the dwarf snakehead fish. Dwarf snakehead is a term coined by aquarists to describe a group of Channa snakehead fishes growing to about 25 cm or 10-inch maximum. They are found in freshwater habitats, often streams, in South and Southeast Asia and southern China. And the other is the gangetic leaf fish. The Nandus nandus, commonly known as the gangetic leaf fish. It is a species of Asian leaf fish native to South Asia and Indochina. They are common in slow-moving or stagnant bodies of water, including ponds, lakes, ditches, and flooded fields. Other common names of the species include mottled nandus and mud perch. They are commercially important and are highly prized as food fish. They are also caught for the aquarium trade. The last on this page is the Indian carp. Indian carp or a Indian major carp is a common name for several species of fish and commonly may refer to the following species now raised in aquariums in South Asia and other Asian countries where they have been introduced. It is an economically important South Asian freshwater fish of the carp family. The next is the mahashir. Mahashir have different types: Himalayan mahashir, potator mahashir, tor potatora, or golden mahashir. It is an endangered species of cyprinid fish that is found in rapid streams, riverine pools, and lakes in the Himalayan region. The range of this fish is from Malaysia, Indonesia, across southern Asia to Pakistan, including the Indian Peninsula. It is a popular game fish, the largest species of mahashir, and can reach up to 2.75 meter or 9.0 feet in length and 54 kg in weight. Though most caught today are far smaller. It is threatened by habitat loss, habitat degradation, and overfishing, and it is estimated that it already has declined by more than 50%. The fish mahashir is the national fish of Pakistan. The next is the Indian glassy fish. Prambasis ranga, commonly known as the Indian glassy fish, Indian glassy perch or Indian X-ray fish. It is a species of freshwater fish in the Asiatic glassfish family, Ambasidae, of order Perciformes. It is native to an area of South Asia from Pakistan to Malaysia. It is mostly found in sluggish and standing water. A common species proliferating in impoundments. Most abundant during the rainy season, feeds on invertebrates. And the other fish on this page is the Rohu. The Rohu or Rohu labio. You can also say Labio rohita, the scientific name. It is a species of fish of the carp family. Found in rivers in South Asia, it is a large omnivore and extensively used in aquaculture. The last fish to discuss is the snakehead mural, Channa striata. The striped snakehead is a species of snakehead fish. It is also known as the common snakehead, chevron snakehead, or snakehead mural, and generally referred simply as mudfish. It is native to South and Southeast Asia and has been introduced to some Pacific islands. The snakehead mural grows up to a meter in length. Though because of fishing, this size is rarely found in the wild. It has a widespread range covering southern China, Pakistan, most of India, southern Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and most of the Southeast Asia. It has more recently been introduced to the outermost parts of Indonesia, the Philippines, and Mauritius. It is an important food fish in its entire native range and is of considerable economic importance. The adults of this fish are dark brown in color with faint black bands visible across its entire body. Males and females both help to construct a nest out of water vegetation during breeding time. Eggs are guarded by both parents. Fry are reddish orange and are guarded by both parents until they turn greenish brown at around 5 to 6 centimeters. This fish is common in freshwater plains where it migrates from rivers and lakes into flooded fields, returning to the permanent water bodies in the dry season where it survives by burrowing in the mud. And it preys on frogs, water bugs, and smaller fish, and it will attack anything moving when breeding. Thank you, students. It was all about today's lecture. Hope you all are understand. If you have any confusion or any question, you can ask. Thank you.